So right here in my hallway, I have these sliding bypass doors, and what's happening with them is this. And the reason that's happening is because it's missing a sliding door bottom guide. And I don't want that to happen anymore for safety reasons. So this basically goes on the floor, and you attach it to the floor, and these doors will have something to ride along so that they won't do that. And it looks like somebody probably used construction adhesive and had a guide there at one point, and over the years it just came off. Maybe they didn't want to drill through the tile, but I'm not scared. So I'm going to show you how to do it, whether you have tile, hardwood floor, carpet, or whatever the case. Hopefully this video will help you. So a couple of notes about this. This is how it comes. These are the screws provided. They look like maybe 3/4 or an inch long, and just take this rubber band off. This will work whether the thickness of your doors is 3/4 of an inch all the way up to 1 3/8 inches, which I believe that's what mine are. So it's nice that they're adjustable. Yeah, 1 3/8 inches. So whatever thickness doors you have, you can just pull this down and put it here, and this will kind of adjust to the middle. And you can go all the way down here to 3/4 of an inch, like that. But we are going to keep it at 1 3/8 inches, just like that. If you are installing this on top of carpet, first of all, just be careful when you install the screws. Go slow, because you could catch the carpet and it could ruin it. So if you feel like you're catching it, pull the screw out and try again. And another thing about that, when you tighten these into the carpet, it's going to pull this down and it will sink, and you may have a problem with it even catching the doors. So what I like to do is take a piece of 3/4 or 1/2 inch pine or whatever you have laying around and set it up like this, trace around here, cut it, and then pre-drill these holes and put that underneath. That way this will sink into the carpet and you'll have a better chance with these catching here. And I think it looks better. Just paint that up if you want to. If you are going into tile like mine or concrete, then you will need a couple more things. So for my tile, this is my plan. I have a concrete bit here, or a masonry bit, that's bigger than the screws. So I'm just going to attempt to go through the tile and then use longer wood screws to get into the subfloor. But if you're going into concrete, you can get these anchors like this that are just a little tiny bit bigger than the bit. And you can pre-drill with this, hammer these in, and attach the screws to that. We'll see how it goes. I might need those, I might not. So the first thing I'm going to do is slide this underneath, and I'm thinking that it's going to go right about there, but there's a couple things I want to check. So I'm going to estimate that it's going to be right about there, and the reason I'm going to put it there is if you look over here, the jamb, that's about a little more than 1/4 inch, but I'm basically looking up to the top. So I'm going to check what the measurement is up here, and yeah, it's almost 3/8 of an inch. Go down here and just make sure it's the same thing. So push it in a little bit, and that would be good for this side. When I'm not done, what I'm going to do is make a mark right here and just around right here where I want it to go. And I can take it out, and then I'll slide these doors to the other side, like that. So now I can already tell that it's not exactly in the center, but I'm okay with that. That's going to work. So I just wanted to make sure that once you open them both up this way, that it doesn't go past here and get off the track. So that's good. Now we're going to check with this on the line what the measurement is against the jamb on that side. So I have it on the bottom here like that, and then if you look at the jamb, there is a huge difference down here from down there to the top. It's about what I need, same as the other side, but for whatever reason, I don't know, something's off. So, new plan. I think what we can do, since we don't want to rebuild this whole thing, if you just let the doors kind of swing to where they want to swing, I would almost go even with this down here, kind of split the difference, and then I'll just check it for plumb. This whole area is going to be remodeled anyways, so I'm not really concerned with it, but you'll just have to make a decision of what you want to do. But this will work for me. Okay, so the new location is going to be right there. So what I can do is hold this where I want it, just about there. And then I can mark these holes. So I'm going to take my masonry bit and put it in my drill, and this does need a hammer drill. So right here, switch your drill to that, and I suppose you could use a regular drill, but it is going to take a long time and you will probably burn the bit out. So try and get a hammer drill, even if you have to borrow one. And the first thing I'm going to do is just hold this here, right on those marks, and just do kind of a quick mark just like that, just so I don't lose them, because I am going to use water. There we go, that looks good. So now I'm going to, as I do this, I'm going to spray the bit and the tile, and I want to go slow. I just don't want to crack this tile. So here we go. I'm not going to push down too hard. Make sure this is on 2. And drill. There you go. So again, if you're going into concrete, you can put in your anchors, hammer them in, and then put your screws in. But I think I can get to the subfloor with these. So give that a shot. And if you have tile, don't crank these down too hard. You don't want to crack a tile, but you want them to be snug. And we can test it out. That's going to work. Another thing that's probably worth mentioning is these may have never been installed because the doors had to be cut down and maybe whoever installed it didn't feel like cutting it down. So you might have to cut the doors down, but that's going to be a lot better, a lot safer. Not worried about these falling off the track now or crushing fingers or anything like that. So hopefully, if you needed to do something like this, the video helped. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.